The Sly Guy podcast has a Patreon. What is Patreon? For those of you that do not know, Patreon is a site which hosts material, content, podcasts, whatever you want to put up there, it's there. And we have one, the Sly Guy podcast, on patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. We're over there. You get early access to the weekly podcast, you get early access to tickets, you get the weekly extra Sly Guy podcast, and you get bonus content over there, soon to be rehashed and redone. So if you want to get over there for as little as £2 a month, you can support the podcast, help it grow, help us get better guests in, help us reach out, get some merch on board, other things like that. It's all supporting the podcast at patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. Don't waste your time. I mean, do if you want, but don't. Sly Guy podcast is brought to you in association with Modest Beer. That's right. There's 3 syllables, 3 beers. That's all you need. Modest Beer is my favourite tinned beer. And if you want to try and have a look, if you don't know, if you're ignorant by now, if you're a new listener to the podcast and you haven't seen, head on to www.modestbeer.co.uk where you can check out the brands. You can check out the different types of beer that there is. There's got some IPAs over there. They've got some ales. They've got some stout. They've the works. You head on over to Modest Beer and find out what you like. They've also a great range of merch there as well. So you can go check it out, see what you like. And if you're heading out to checkout being like, oh, I'd love to buy this, but I'd love a discount. Hey, say no more. SLYPA15 at checkout. That's SLYPA number 15. You get 15% off. All thanks to Davey. You're welcome.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast with me, your host Dave Elliott. Whoa, I'm just off the back of recording and it was silly and it was fun. And my guest, for some reason, decided himself, he was like, listen, do you have a phone call for you to make? And I went, hey, I do. I've got one for you if you want it. And he did it, and it was a ridiculous end to the episode. So now I'm feeling really giddy and silly. But it was a great time. We had a lot of fun. We were chatting obviously about movies, about good movies, about bad movies, about Night Swim, the movie, which if you don't want any spoilers, don't listen. But I mean, if you are listening to this and going, oh, I'm tuning into this just to not hear spoilers of Night Swim, get a life. It's the doctor himself, the host of No Blasters podcast, Ciarán Bartlett. We had fun, it was silly, and then he had to wrap it all up to go and get Nando's, but lean Nando's, chicken, rice and peas, because we're both physique diet guys now. But it was a fun episode, and when you're on a diet, sometimes you need a bit of fun in your life, because it's a bit miserable. So you know what, if you're on a diet, if you're still sticking to your new year, new you routines and whatever else, this will give you the satiation that you need to feel full of humour and fun on this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast.
There's that wee cock that I drew before.
Is that your cock?
Yeah.
And what's this all about? Because that's quite...
It's an omni jizz, you know.
It looks like something
Multi-jizz.
that would be inside the booklet that would come with the Linkin Park album.
Yeah,
that
just
kinda?
like sitting in the... I think it's more like a Blink-182.
Do you like Japanese people?
Do I like Japanese
Yeah,
people?
do you like Japanese art and like history and stuff, and
Don't
you
mind
appreciate what
Do
the
you know-
guys are all about?
Funny you should ask, because whenever I was a teenager, I lived in our attic. It was
I'm glad you
converted.
said Aratic and not
It was
Kawasaki
yeah,
or
I
something.
know, yeah. It was converted, to be fair, but I took a bit of a hankering for Japanese symbols and art,
Okay,
and I had some painted. My dad painted a lot of them on the wall for me,
okay.
and I had like Japanese cushions
Mhm.
that I only got rid of I only got rid of when I got rid of the slate last September.
I like that a
I
lot.
threw them in the bin. They were. Do you know what? They'd been bleached by the sun.
I could see you sitting in an attic, just cross-legged, having a wee...
Just meditating.
just a wee cup of tea.
I had this mass. I think it was all the rage. I mean, it was very easy
Yeah.
to buy that stuff.
Because
Anyway.
whenever I got my first grown-up bedroom, I said to my mum, I was like, the bed sheets have got to have those Chinese writing on it.
I had
'Cause
that.
you know what that said?
I had those.
Because birds love it. You know?
I had those. I also at this time, to be fair, definitely, and I know that this was around the time that the Thong song came out.
Yes.
Release the Dragon, because
Yeah.
I had a dragon shirt. It was a black shirt, short sleeve, of course, for that hot lesbian look that I
Guy
used
Fieri,
to rock,
just
and
working it
Guy
out.
Fieri with what do you call it, with a massive silver dragon
Nice.
down here, down over the covered the tit quite well. And then I used to wear it and sing Yeah, I love that
In
song.
the
Do you remember
attic?
it? Yeah, in the
Thong
attic.
song.
And there was
Like, was this when you were courting girls?
That was
like
it.
you brought them up and you were
There
like,
was
here,
a-
let me stick this on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this is
And then you asked them to
But
unleash the dragon.
I would play I would play it, but I would turn down the start of it, and I would just speak the Cisco bit. Where I would just be like, this is what guys talk about.
Can I just butt in
I've
there?
never had a conversation with a man about thongs.
No.
Apart from that song.
I think that's a problem that Cisco has caused many people of our age.
Yeah, that's what you
Because-
talk about, isn't it? You sit around and talk about knickers.
No, but
nah.
only creeps, only
Yeah.
sex perverts that sniff cakes
Yeah.
would be doing that. Otherwise, you may be talking about what is,
We were literally
inside the thong.
we were literally
Like a hole.
well, we were literally just talking for about 10 minutes before we recorded about our mortality and how we need to both probably do something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we're having an actual heart-to-heart, enlarged heart-to-heart conversation. And, and people are like, "Oh, guys talk about thongs," but sorry, see around that time, I also had like a.
Show my affirmation real quickly to the listeners.
Does it say powerful?
Powerful.
That's good.
I'm unstoppable.
That's not how you spell powerful though.
That's P-A-R-F-U-L.
Yeah.
Powerful.
There was like I had a long Japanese
Samurai sword.
what you might describe as a mural that was on like a blind that you could pull down. And I just left mine rolled down, and it was like of a
Were you Shredder?
mate. I might as well have been. But I had it. The whole room was themed by it. I had wee candles and all the Japanese figures on them, and never lit them. So I didn't want to have to get.
And see, otherwise, I imagine you just wearing like a nice wee kimono up there. It's quite an experience going up to your room.
Playing a lot of Tenchi at this time. Do you remember that game?
Nope.
The ninja game. Oh, it was
No,
amazing.
see, I like to play just Tekken.
Oh,
But again, whenever what was wrong with me when I was a kid?
Tekken was amazing.
I played
Tekken 2.
Tekken because I thought if you completed Tekken, you see Baps in the cutscenes.
Did somebody tell you that?
No, but there was a couple of sexy women in Tekken, and I remember completing it. There was one girl, and she went in the shower, and it was all steamy, and then you couldn't see.
There
her.
was ditties in Duke Nukem.
Yeah, but then it turns into pig ditties.
Yeah.
Six dits. You know,
Yeah.
there were some great lines in Duke Nukem.
Ditties in Grand Theft Auto as well for a long time.
Yeah, but I didn't think I seen bird ditties in Grand
I don't
Theft
think they're bird ones. No.
You just hear the wee car going burp, burp,
Yeah.
burp, burp. But what was he said? Turn off the lights and I'll show you the meaning of pain.
Oh
That was
wow,
Duke Nukem.
that's there you go.
That was a great game. And then I always loved going into the strip club and just having a wee sit down. And then when the pigs took over, I was like, fuck.
I wasn't.
And I don't mean the PSNI when I say that. I just mean actual pigs.
Good game though.
You know what? I support the PSNI and what the work it do. It's a hard shift with no government and no money. Fair play to these guys. I'm only joking. Do you know what I mean? Would you like to give your support?
Don't want to add anything in. Don't want to add. Don't want to take away.
Yeah.
You know what? Fence.
See if it became United Ireland, they should call it the Police Service of Northern Ireland and ERA. ERA, is that how you say it?
So PSNI.
So then you've got just the
PSNIRA. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, but then you'd have the letters for penis. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So PSNI
E,
and
then just jumble it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be branding out there if the PSNI logo just says penis above it. I would buy that. I'd wear it.
That is good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Does it deal the deal in stuff like that, don't they?
What do you mean?
The deal with
Penises?
I would imagine you see a lot of dicks if you're a cop, and I mean people being dicks.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could probably see actual dicks too. Like, remember there was a while kicking about where they were like taking silly photos with dead people, which was pretty sly, disrespectful.
Yeah, that is a wee bit sly.
Yeah, it'd be like.
I mean, sly is probably not a correct what's the word, like a serious enough term to describe.
Yeah.
Taking pictures with like hot naked people or people with tiny dicks or big dicks.
Yeah, well, to bring back, to tie the two topics together, Logan Paul's done very well for himself, hasn't he?
He's a dick.
Yeah, but from
YouTuber.
But yeah, he went from being like, now he's one of the biggest stars in the world. He's got Prime. He's wrestling.
What was
boxing.
he before? I don't really.
But do you remember he was a YouTube guy and he went to the Japanese suicide
that.
forest and found a dead body in the forest?
Is that him that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what he started? This is why.
That's not sound. Like.
No, it's and he was wearing like a hat from Toy Story, like, you know, one of those aliens that you won in the vending machine. He had one of those hats on.
One of those guys.
Yeah. He had that on, which made it even more disrespectful. But listen, he's come back because he started off just doing the splits on trains.
Did you say a Japanese suicide forest?
Yeah, you know
it's just a place where people go.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't want to.
Sort of like one of those cliffs where it's like. Yeah, don't Google it because you'll see pictures and all. People
but no, I don't like to see that. See, here's another thing, by the way.
That's sad though that even exists.
Yeah, but you know Elon Musk? The way he bought Twitter and all?
Yeah.
Well, I have beef with him, and I just want to call him out on this. Elon, I like Twitter because it's the best place for... X.
I know, that melts me.
No, it's the best place for, like, transfer news.
Well, yeah, it is. It's good. It is good for that. It is good for stuff
also,
like that.
If you're a guy in his late 30s who's not allowed to pay for TNT Sports to watch WWE, you get the good wee clips, social media clips, so you're able to keep on top of it.
Not allowed.
Coming up to the Royal Rumble season, you want to get a bit excited. The Rock's back. Whoa. You know, you want to say, oh yeah, he's back. And you want to see some of that shit.
They must be paying him huge for that because he could just do a movie.
Yeah, but then we'll get
do you
on.
know what I mean, though?
Yeah, we'll get on this in a minute. I have another movie to talk to you about, actually.
By wrestling?
No. But
is it The Beekeeper? I've seen it.
No, it involves The Rock's best friend, Kevin Hart. We'll get back to that. So
Lift?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No.
We'll come back to it. Right, so...
I saw him on Graham Norton talking about it.
So I was watching, just looking through Twitter. It's a nice time. Now, I don't mind the odd time if, you know, you can see a boob. I don't
like Twitter anymore, to be fair. I have beef with them as well, but we'll
you know
get
what?
into my beef.
But then they do this thing now where it's not who you're following, they just throw shit that you don't want to see. So
yeah,
the odd time I'll see graphic sex, and like I'm no prude, but when I'm sitting and just want to see what Fabrizio Romano's getting up to, I don't want to see.
Do the wee ad thing on it where you if it's stuff like that, you can click on it and say don't recommend.
Yeah, because what I did do, I wanted to see more content of wee doggies. So I was like, if you want, it came up, do you want to see more of this? And I said, this is what I want to see. Then I'm seeing guys dying.
Yeah,
like literal guys dying.
There's been a lot of graphic violence on it, to be fair.
And it's like,
due
it's
to
just everyone's graphic.
Wars.
But then there was this...
Due to the wars.
But there was a guy, right?
Israel-Palestine.
And the video was titled, This Guy Kebabbed Himself. And it was just a guy had fallen off a roof in Paris onto a bollard and went right up his hole. And it was
Did he do it on purpose?
I don't know, but he definitely landed very... It was like, he landed more abruptly than Mr. Bean at the start of Mr. Bean.
It's abrupt.
Wasn't good. But then...
More abruptly than Alan Rickman and the end of Die Hard.
You know what? He probably had a better end than this guy.
Yeah, because at least he didn't live for the impaling.
No, and then there's that.
Does the guy still live?
He lived because then this is what happened after that was, you know, sometimes there's like context police on.
I hate that.
But I had to read it. So apparently he lived for like an hour, 2 hours until they got him off the thing and brought him in and he died in hospital. But I don't want to see that. I hate... Like, see, remember in our group chat, there was an unnamed comedian that rhymes with Raddy McSnonnell who was posting stuff in the group. And it's stuff I don't want to see.
I know, yeah.
It's like
people getting stabbed.
But it's like Twitter, I don't want to see full shagging, full dying.
No,
you know what I mean?
Twitter melts me now for a couple of reasons here. So, I've also noticed the rise of stuff that you're not following showing up. Also... there's so many bot accounts that like it'll like a comment that was made on something you posted a year ago.
Oh yes, and even further back.
And then so I schedule tweets on it. Like I schedule, for instance, this week I need to fix this when I go home now. But I scheduled clips to go out of our episode No Blasters. Yeah. I scheduled it like weeks ago, and the clip just hasn't come out. But now I have to go back, copy the comment, because there's no thing to hit retry. So you have to copy the comment and then re-upload the video, which is the whole thing. It takes time.
Yes.
So it's just like I'm doing it twice.
Yeah.
For
there's something
and then no one sees them because it has a link in the thing. So and it's not as organic as it used to be. So
I need to tell you something.
Elon, I know you're not watching. But if you are, on the off chance that you are, on the off chance you're a SLY fan or a fan of mine or whatever, fuck yourself if you're watching.
Well, what I'm going to say is I don't have anybody to look for my like analytics, so I did that myself during the week, and I was pleasantly surprised. So there's a chance Elon might be listening.
Well, Elon, if you are listening, you know, give Twitter back to the people who owned it.
But you know what? I think it should just be who you follow. Like, see, because that's another thing. When you automatically go on, it's not who you're following. It's you know, like, and then you know what I'm seeing a lot of too, like CCTV of like Irish pub fights. I don't see that.
There's a thing that's called, I can't remember the name of it now. That's good. That's being 37. There's a thing that is basically just fights in bars, but it's all over the world. It's people like getting glass and all. I think it begins with F. I immediately immediately block that. I block a load of stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to start blocking it because it's more people dying. It's more people dying in fights, and in the odd time it'll just be a full penis.
The stuff that I like on Twitter is football related. I like seeing old goals. So do you know what I do hate though? I hate seeing clips where people are like, Maldini was good. I'm like, Paolo Maldini was good. Was he? Aye, okay.
But that's what
Cafu was good. You're like, aye, World Cups.
Yeah.
Everything.
But Maldini was good.
That's a good call. But I just hate the way people are like, have you heard of this guy, Roberto Baggio? I'm like, aye, fuck off. Like, I hate all that. But I do like watching. I like watching clips. I don't like the posts. And then this is sad, but I follow it for like modeling news. Okay. And I mean little pictures.
All right. Warhammer.
I'm above Warhammer.
What's the next level?
It's World War II figures that I'm primarily interested in, Dave. I'm cooler than Warhammer.
Do you get snagged by the magazines? Build your own stuff? Bet you're into all that.
I have a couple of magazine subscriptions on Pocket Mags. I also and I just read them intermittently.
Do you get the ones that you build your own Spitfire and all?
I have loads of. Oh no, not those magazines. No, I would just go and buy a Spitfire kit if I wanted it.
Right. Okay. Because
I have a stupid amount of kits in the house. Yeah. That I got that I haven't built. There's ones that I've built that I haven't painted. I have a brilliant airbrush that's sitting in the house that I haven't even used because when I got it was around the time when things were taking off comedy wise, and it's a time consuming hobby. Yeah. And I find that I don't have that time right now.
Do you? But I mean, listen, this is what 2024 is all about. It's all about reorganising.
I am taking a bit more time for myself, but I'm currently taking that time and spending it by walking and writing. Writing prose.
About your walks?
I don't usually write about them.
What I love is the thought, especially on a day like today, where it's frosty. You just head out to the lake and just sit down. Just get out your book and just scribe.
Have you seen Johnny Bow's notebook yes. he's using at the minute? I really, really want to say to him, where did you get that, Johnny? Yeah. Because I would like one, but I also don't want to say it to him.
The pygmy sent it to him from the Amazon. I asked him and he was like, yeah, he's got it on Amazon. I'm like, that's kind of fucked, isn't it?
It's great though.
Yeah, it suits his persona.
It totally suits his act. I think it suits his act better than the whiskey.
You know what? I would like to see him not have the whiskey. I just think the book's better suited.
The book's more fun.
And because again, if you've got the whiskey, I want to see you doing something with it. It's just weird that you're holding it. Yeah. I'd like them to hold a lantern or something instead. Candelabra like Bobby George.
Lantern. Stands there with a mic.
That'd be great.
Class. That's like Johnny Boy at Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be excellent. But it'd be fatiguing as well. You need to have incredible front deltoids to just hold that the entire time. Or a fucking parrot. That'd be great in the cage.
What would it be like to hold it out that way? That'd be even worse, wouldn't it?
That'd be worse, yeah. You're talking medial. And medial delts, and you're going to have to bring a bit of that as well. Shit, you can tell I've been working out.
He smashed there last week on Lavery's. He was very good.
Yeah. You know what? I fucking really wanted to do Lavery's last week, but then Shane, the man who's a nightmare to get hold of, he's almost harder at times to get hold of than your good self.
I noticed this. Do you think I'm hard to get a hold of?
Well, you're okay to get a hold of, but then you're hard to pin down. You know what? You're
always ready to text, never ready to appear.
But you just got a Pimpernel. Like, this is what 3 weeks late.
This is the third attempt. Yeah. Here we've done it. Am I right in saying though, first attempt was bailed on by you, second attempt was bailed on by me?
No, first attempt was you overran in your podcast and we had no time to fit mine in.
I thought that was last week. That's the second
No,
attempt.
The second time was, I thought you had a good excuse and I found out you were doing your own podcast with other people and I was not.
That was the second time.
And this is the third.
But I think the first time was you. No. I think the first time you moved it.
No. I'm not taking any responsibility for this in this occasion.
Okay, well... Oh, I know. Sorry, no. Hold on. I know what the first time was. First time was you were in doing my podcast.
Yep.
And we did overrun, but then I was ready to do it, and you were like, "I have to go because I have children."
Nope. Actually, fake news. I had to go and do that football video, which I hated.
That's what it was football. You weren't even doing children.
So fat, and it made me sick. But then the good news with that is that was 3 weeks ago.
And you're thinner now.
I'm thinner.
You're lighter.
I'm feeling good. But you know what another thing was? I saw that last night and it made me sad. And I was like...
I know.
Because sometimes you see stuff and you go, oh...
Again, I need to clarify, I don't get that when I look at you. I get it when I...
Yeah, but I appreciate that. And you know what? More people should do that.
Clarify that?
Or just say to me. Be like, listen...
No, I don't. People shouldn't say it.
Dave.
No, they shouldn't. I hate that. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you what, that concern isn't real concern, and it means nothing.
Yeah.
See when people say, "Oh, here, you need to lose weight," I'm like, "Do I?"
Yeah.
Do you go over to somebody after they've scored an own goal and go, "You scored an own goal"?
Yeah.
Do you know why you don't do that? Because you learn when you're in like under 8s football. Obviously, when you're that age, that would be weird, wouldn't it? You learn when you're
under 8s football.
You learn. I know. I think I would even do well.
Yeah.
I know that when I was in under 8s that like P4 football team, whatever, that I know that when someone scores an own goal, you don't give them shit for it. Certainly don't do it on the field. So somebody walking over to somebody of my size or commenting under something of somebody of my size and going, "Bro needs to lose weight." I'm like, no, you need to grow some tact. You can't, because I already know. It is. Do you know why they say people struggle with their weight? Because it's a fucking struggle. You can't. I'm doing something about it.
But you know the thing
you don't
about
need
that
to know any of that.
Have you ever seen? I think it's one of the greatest films of all time, Beauty and the Beast.
The live action or the
animated?
I love the animation. Yeah.
You ever see the Beast's pictures of himself whenever he wasn't the Beast? And it's all fucking.
You claw them.
Yeah, that's like what my mirrors are like. It's broken mirrors in the minute.
Smashed up.
But then
no one's allowed into the west wing of your house.
No
one's allowed in the west wing of my house because it's just littered with
Japanese artifacts.
littered with Japanese artifacts and KFC buckets, family buckets that I've had to myself. Do you know what? You need to lose weight.
But that is the thing, you know. But there's a part of it, isn't it?
I don't even eat KFC. I don't like it.
Where you go near? Actually, McDonald's the ones I get. But
we were talking about this.
But
maybe we shouldn't. I love a
nice.
McMuffin. Like,
yeah, but that's.
They should see if they did all day breakfast.
I'd be fine. I'd be dead. Yeah. But then it's like
they'd be bringing me down to my massive grave on the back of a wagon.
But I know it's just such a fucking weird, because seeing that video, I'm just going, look at them, these skinny wee runts and all. You know, Butler scored 3 goals all day and they're all in the video. But that aside, but that aside, anyway, I'm just going, I didn't really, like, I knew I felt out of shape then, but looking back on it, I was like, oh no.
There's definitely footage of me bingoing one in the top corner that never made it into the video.
That's just bullshit.
Which hurts me.
But you know what? That stuff, seeing it, I know old me, and I mean old me of a month ago maybe, would have seen that and gone, well, I'm wasting my time, and took a wee hump.
Also, sorry, see when I was doing that today, there was a day we did penalties. I think the first time we did was all penalties. Yeah. Wasn't too many of them fucking went in. Not that much. Like, people were literally going, holy fuck, you saved nearly all of those.
Yeah.
A lot of the goals went into the video, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, we conspiracy. Tell you what's a sly guy? The editor then.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? Next time, I think they're looking to do one this week. I'd like to do it. I'm going to maybe. And
interesting.
I've also said I'm going to do
this week or like next week.
Coming next week, but I've also said that that, you know, because they're like, oh, we need to work at change the lineups. I'm like, yeah, but I'll maybe come and just do permanent nets if you want.
Do you know what I would like to do? I would like to come and just not do nets.
Yeah.
Because my knee's a wee bit sore right now, and I feel like I can stand and strike a ball on my right foot.
Yeah.
I can't really. When you're nets, you need both. You need your legs, obviously.
To fall and all sort of fall.
It is, because I don't dive anymore. I fall.
Yeah. But in seeing it, I was like, right. But the new me went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to get my work done. I'll get my steps in. I'm going to eat well, and I'm going to process. I'm going to stick to it, and I'm adamant this time.
Steps in, shit, isn't it?
Part of steps, yeah. Like, do you have any sort of like tool?
I know that when we've been going for wee walks, and me and Chloe, and when we go, we'll have her Apple Watch, so know what we're doing there.
Yeah,
and then I know that during the rest of the day I'll probably get over the line. Like,
I did my most impressive ever day of steps on was it Saturday?
Was this like where you were pretending to be H from Steps?
I didn't know.
Your most impressive day of Steps.
Well, actually, Lee Ashford Evans is my favourite guy in Steps. But I was in the house.
Too bad.
You know too much of that.
I know, sorry.
Too much.
That's a niche Steps one as well.
It's like weird that on last week's podcast with Diona, we're singing Heartbeat from Steps. You are only a heartbeat.
Oh, that one. That's a niche one. I was going Heartbeats like Nick Berry. Fucking.
Oh, Nick. Oh, yes, Nick Berry. Weirdly, when you said Nick Berry, I thought of the other Nick from Coronation Street, Adam Rickett. I breathe again. Which was me after I got over that cold.
Baby, all I need is your love and dedication.
You're the light I believe. You're the air that I need. When you touch me, I breathe again. When you hold me,
I breathe again.
When you're near me,
I breathe again.
When you touch me,
I breathe again.
Baby, all you need is love and medication. Dedication.
Did you say medication?
He's just going, imagine going to the doctor and saying that.
Baby, all I need is love and medication.
And the doctor's like, nah, David, you need to hit the treadmill. Oh, man.
Adam Rickett.
What a guy. He's still alive. He nearly died, didn't he?
Trapped in a glass fridge.
He was in good shape. And inside a set of tyres as well at one point.
He sort of looked like David Beckham at that time, do you remember?
Yeah, and then they got rid of him and replaced him with the actual guy that was he like David Beckham in Footballers' Wives or something, remember? He's now at Nick Tilsley or Nick Platt, yeah.
Mental.
Mm.
Gary Lucy, no.
Oh, Gary
He's
Lucy.
not in Corrie, is he?
No, probably was Brookside, was
Gary
there?
Lucy would have been the one in Dream Team sitting there, or Footballers' Wives, I don't know what one he's in.
I think Gary Lucy's Footballers' Wives, yeah.
His leg up in a cast going, it's my career!
Yeah. And then there was the guy who just shagged everybody, the captain. He was good.
It's insane.
Gary Lucy.
Yeah. Oh, the face.
You know, another shit thing that they realise too is when you go like, I'm only ever going to be either the scary looking guy or the fat mate.
The fat maid or fat mate?
The maid. Either, like, either way, you know.
I'd rather be a fat mate than somebody's fat maid.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about my house, and that's what I was saying there. My best day of steps on Saturday.
Oh, sorry.
Was in the house. I didn't leave the house all day. Chores, and I hit my 10,000.
10,000 steps in the house is mental.
Yeah, of
that's
chores.
Mental.
Yeah.
Mate, say if I'm in the house, like what is it? Like fucking 20 steps from our sofa in the fridge, 20 steps back, or 40. And maybe do that twice.
And you were saying before we recorded too that now you'll just go and look in the fridge. So that's actually.
I've started doing this recently, where I'll go in, open the fridge, observe it, make plans, close the fridge,
and
leave.
Do you like make, like when you're sort of making the dinner? Would you be the chef in your house?
Do you know? Well, no, not really. Usually, historically, yes. Mm-hmm. Recently, Chloe's been. Do you know what? Especially since Christmas, I've been trying to write some finish a book, and by finish I mean write straight through it. Because I had started, but sorry, I'm not telling this very well.
No,
I
not at all.
I hadn't done a lot of it, and it's quite a long project. So I'm trying to get that sorted. And to be fair, like even yesterday, Chloe ended up doing. She was wee angel. She made the dinner, and then I was still quite low on calories yesterday. Mm-hmm. I hadn't really looked after myself yesterday, and then she made a wee bit of toast later.
Do you get grumpy when you're on a diet and low on calories?
No, this hasn't been too bad. But there's days, you know, say if I'm tired and also hungry. I'm a large baby, like I'll start getting like, what's the word? Unbalanced emotionally, mm-hmm. like emotionally weird, mm-hmm. where I'll feel very deeply slighted by absolutely nothing, mm-hmm. you know.
Yeah, because that was
like I could say something and you would laugh, and even though it was a joke, I'd be like, "Oh, what does the laugh mean?" Yeah. You know, and then I need to. But you know what I need more than eating? That's when I need to sleep. That's mm-hmm. more of a exhaustion.
And what's your, like, how much sleep would you get of an evening?
Hasn't been great. Well, I'm saying it hasn't been great. It hasn't been normal the last week.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I had an absolutely mental crash, like on Friday night last week, like a crash of sleep. Yeah, no, just of sleep. Like, crashed for like 11 hours. That never happens. Mm-hmm. Like, that never happens. I try to aim for like 7.5, 8.
Nice.
But at the minute, I've probably been getting between 4 and 5 or 6.
And what time do you go to bed at night? You strike me as a night owl.
Yeah, but because I've had to get up every day this week, I've been.
You have to get up every day.
I've had to get up early and be out of the house early. So I would probably be going between 12 and 1, and then maybe getting over sometime between 1:30 and 3. Mm. That's 3 last night, like, and then 3 for actually, like, I know I'm sleeping now. Yeah. It was probably close to 3, and then I'm up again though at like, this morning wasn't too bad. 8:30, wheel alarm was off because I need to get up, get my bag washed and be here by 10:30.
Well, I've
My
started going
bag
to bed
takes a
earlier.
scrub. Like, what about you? What sort of?
my
How
own-
many hours would you get?
At the last few days, I've been getting sort of 8, 7.5. Today I got 6:41, but my sleep score was still an 81 score. So according to Fitbit,
It's good, isn't it?
but it's good. But my problem would be I have got so stressed out about work in the past where I'm like, I should be doing stuff. I need to be up here. And there's stuff I need to do. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just fucking do it in the morning.
I've been getting like, I've been getting wee phases of freakouts when I go to bed then.
Yeah.
Or freak out about something that maybe needs done.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But
Did you know another thing that has happened to me, and you can definitely attest to this because I know it's a frustration we've talked about before. But see, whenever you send people stuff and they don't hurry to get back to you, so I'm like, you know what, they can wait another day.
It's when, do you know what it is? I don't mind that they don't hurry to get back to me, but see when that same person has the balls to send me something and then potentially
Harangue you.
also send a text or potentially call me within 24 hours and go, did you get that? I'm like, did I get the thing that you sent me yesterday? Yes. Am I on it? Yes. Remember it took you 3 months to watch something that was half an hour and all you had to do was watch it?
Yeah.
Or 10 minutes. You sound like
Yeah.
see the thing.
Double standards, Ciarán.
Some of the things that we've made, that Chippy's thing is like, they're like 12, 14 minutes long. And there's there's times where like I've waited on a couple of people to see it and they take like 10 weeks to watch something that's 10 minutes long. I'm like, all you have to do is watch this. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
I think
I go,
actually
fuck off.
that last guy who is probably one of the people needing to watch that. Last time I spoke to him, he was referring to me via someone else as a dickhead. So I don't know if I'm in his good books.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice good to get back.
Yeah.
But look,
it's good. Here's
we'll
what
be
we
grand.
do. It's the industry we're in. We're all big cats with big claws.
Yeah. But you know what? This is the thing too. I think genuinely, I'm a good guy, and but this is the problem too. Is I'm being more straight now because I'm sick of playing gay. No, I'm being more like, you know what? If I don't want to do something, if something makes me uncomfortable, I'll not do it. Do you know what I mean?
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Because like there's stuff, if someone asks you to do something, you know the score, and you'll be like, fuck, I don't want to do it, but I owe someone a favour.
I've definitely been less people pleasy of late.
Yeah, certainly is.
Sorry.
3 weeks late. 3 weeks late. This fucking podcast is.
I maintain that the first one wasn't really my fault because I was so ready to do it.
So ready, so ready to do it.
And then last week was totally my fault. That was a complete, what I would describe. I think I did describe it as this a scheduling fuck up.
But you know what was bad about last week? I
thought I only had one guest, but I had booked two.
But I was sitting on a chair when I got the news, and I always take news worse when I'm sitting on a chair.
Oh really?
Because my arms were like this. I was like almost a throne. And I think historically speaking, when a man on a throne gets bad news, he takes it poorly.
Yeah,
you know, like a king would often send people out and whenever I found out that, because that's what it was, you had done something else, or you had rescheduled, and we
rescheduled it for last week, and then you said you had McKegney coming in.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, well, I'll definitely be there pre-McKegney, I think. And then it was like, actually, I've fucked this because I've booked. I had overbooked, and I hadn't. But you know what I hadn't done? I hadn't moved the wee block you get, the wee time block on the diary app. Hadn't moved it ahead, so I even forgot what time I was meant to be in here for.
But you know what I don't do? Use technology for my diary. I have a hard diary, and that's all I do. It goes in there.
Sorry, can I also just further clarify? And I've apologised, so I feel like I don't need to make excuses. But
well, I don't know if I've accepted your apology yet, so let's hear it.
I do use the technology, and on this occasion, this has maybe only happened to me one other time. I have actually attempted to move it, and it has moved, but it hasn't saved. I have closed the app before it has done it.
But
so it's my
you know
fault.
what doesn't happen? When you have a pen, a bit of paper in your diary, and you score it out. Write it in. That's why Skynet will never win.
But then also, that's why what?
Skynet will never win.
So what's been the crack anyway?
I haven't finished. So I've sitting on my throne.
Oh, sorry.
And I was like, I have a slot to fill here. And you know, a king's on his throne looking to fill a slot. He means business. I reached out to a friend of the show, friend of the No Blaster show, Aaron Butler, and was like, Mr. Butler, are you kicking about? He goes,
he was upstairs.
He goes, and it was the time slot that we had agreed. And I went, you mother.
I fucked that, but then that also did get fucked by people that I had booked.
But you know what I hope?
Moving things around too.
What I hope that the episode with you and Aaron Butler is mid. That's what I hope. I hope
it's not.
Mid.
It's good.
I hope it's
top.
mid.
It's top.
I hope it's mid.
It was a top episode.
Do you know what? Don't care. I'm gonna think it's mid. Anyway.
It was top.
Anyway,
the one we did was good.
It was great. However, someone texted me. I'll talk to you about it afterwards with some weird.
Sorry, see these wee bits in these bottles really annoy me.
But you know what they
I
are?
feel like if they're not pressed in, everything dies. And then when you press them in, sometimes.
Oh, speaking of that, can I show you something that it's very similar to this, in terms of. Hold on, it's that sort of thing that whenever do you ever see something and go, that never has anything, been more accurate than me. And like I do a lot of weird things. Oh, that's my kid's shit, by the way. Just left a big huge shit in the
book. Just be on Twitter and you see like a full cock or
that was kind of like
massive shite in the bottom of the boat.
But no, what's funny about that is she'll go and shit now and then not tell you, and then because she's so wee, the shit hits the front of the bowl, and then
so it just sits there.
So then until I discover it. You know what I mean? So then I'll walk in and go, holy fuck, who did that? And I'll send it to Catherine and be like, look at the size of our kid's shite.
That is massive for a kid's shit.
So this is like the sort of thing that's so true.
That is true.
Yeah.
I saw a thing, I was just talking about a thing actually on our Patreon there. It was like, I saw this brilliant meme the other day, which was a picture of the Milky Way galaxy, right?
Yeah.
And it was pointing, big arrow pointing towards where Earth is. Just like, it's just a big fucking expanse. It's just pointing vaguely where we are. And it said on it, you are here crying in the shower before work. I was like, it's fucking great.
So do you ever get moments where you like catch yourself on and just go, what the fuck am I doing?
Every now and again I get a wave of like, I'm not adult and I can fucking do what I want. But like a lot of the time I feel, what is that? Like I feel imposed upon about stuff, like where I'm not really, I don't feel like I have like
control of what you're doing.
The ability to go, I'm fucking doing that, fuck off. And it's not like I'm saying that and I'm going out and like, I'm not going out and stealing somebody's car and going, I'm doing this, I have agency. I'm going, I feel like bad if I'm going to like take time off, or if I'm even going, here mate, that'll take me a week to get back to you, instead of that'll take me, you'll have it back today.
But that's like the thing, it's like almost with people of authority, especially like whenever I got called a dickhead by this particular dude, sometimes you forget, you're like, hold on, I'm nearly 40, why am I getting on like he's my school teacher?
Is this person Scottish?
No.
Right, okay, I know what you're talking about.
But it's like, no, if it's the same Scottish person, he's a pleasant man, and I don't know if he's called me a dickhead. He may have to you, but it's not.
No. But I was curious because there was two people that I was vaguely referring to, and I was wondering which one of those you were vaguely referring to.
But I'll tell you about it after. It's a good story. But it's that thing. Is like now, it's like I just want if I don't want to do something and there's a valid reason, I'll not do it. Whereas before I'd be like, fuck.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then you're going, hold on.
I had a great reason to not do that as well.
And it's like, I just don't.
I had two great reasons to not do that.
Then why do you feel guilty?
3 of them being serious. What?
Do you know what I mean? Why do you feel guilty about stuff like that? And you're like, hold on, I'm an adult. You should be able to go, I don't want to do something because I don't want to do it. It's even back to like going out with mates or something.
I know, yeah.
Like sometimes, I remember.
Did you ever like feel like you had to give a really great, I don't want to do that, and here's why? Because I'll say this. See if somebody said to me, see if I said to somebody back in the day, like when I would have been going out for pints or whatever, and I said, do you want to go out for a pint? And they'd have gone, nah, don't think so. They get one off me. They get one, go on. Yeah. Right? Yeah. If they go, nah, mate, honestly, I'm grand. You're not part of this team tonight, right? See if I say, like in those days, if I had said no, I'd have got text messages off other people who hadn't even asked me, going, well, fuck, you not going. Yeah. And I think that's a personality thing, though, where people go, we can talk him around into coming out.
But then, do you ever get it too? This is one that I'm quite bad for. Is that if I don't get asked to something, whether I want to go or not, like 9 times out of 10 now it'll be I don't want to do that. But if I'm not asked, I'll take a hump. Whereas if I'm asked,
I don't get like that about.
But like, say if you,
I'd rather not be asked.
But see if I'd rather
not have to make up a lie of how I don't want to go.
But see if like 3 of my friends are doing something and I see them out somewhere together and like, oh, what the fuck's my invitation? Yeah. Even if they're like, oh, I thought you'd be gigging. If they ask me and I just go, I'm gigging, that's sweet. But then I'll get annoyed and then they'll be like, well, do you want to go? And I'm like, no. But it's not the point.
Very rarely, though, have I had a good night that I actually wanted to go out on.
Yeah.
A lot of the best nights I've had were nights where I was probably talked into it.
Yeah.
And when I say make up a lie, I mean make up an excuse about,
Yeah.
like, you know, I say make up, tell an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, where I'm like, I don't want to go because I sort of fancy the night in the house and I'm fucking tired. Or, see, especially now where, like, when there's so many gigs happening, which is great, but, like, there's so many that I just sort of go, like, if I'm not gigging, I generally would rather be in the house.
Yes.
And with the exception of going to the cinema, which I love.
Oh, I went to see a film last week.
What'd you see?
Night
Swim. I've seen Night Swim. I saw it in the 4D.
What do you think?
It was needless in the 4D. I mean,
hold on.
Right, so here's a fun rating. For sheer fun that I had of going out and laugh my bollocks off at a lot of that movie, 4 stars. For the quality of the film, 2 stars. Some good acting, let down by a shit script.
But what was one of your favourite parts of the film? And there may be spoilers here for Night Swim.
Black blood snatters?
No,
yes.
Was one of your favourite parts when he went, come in, it's so cool in the deep end. Like, it's so cool, weird.
One bit that
from Kurt Russell's son.
I think
so
Wyatt
cool
Russell.
in the deep end.
one of the bits that I loved the most in it was, again, spoilers, was when everyone seemed pretty unfazed by Dad has to kill himself in this pool now.
Yeah, that was a good point.
Nobody reacted.
Fuck.
Nobody went, no, don't do it. His wife just went,
sound.
Yeah, somebody's got to pay for it.
And what about the big potato head man that just appeared?
Oh,
like,
he
creeped me out. He got me jumping. Yeah.
I think you know, they say, like, if you see bad parts of yourself in other people, that's why you don't like them. Well, I saw myself in pool potato guy. That's why fucking swimming mesh. Yeah,
but it was nice to get out. But then I actually.
I mean, a shit movie. Like,
yes.
Right. Like, just from.
I saw 2 movies this week.
What'd you say?
Night Swim and Lift.
I saw Night Swim and the Beekeeper.
Okay, with Mr.
Statham.
No.
Oh, mate, Statham.
What's that about?
Right, so he's both.
Where's it on? Cinema.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He's both a literal beekeeper in that he keeps bees and gives honey to his neighbour. His neighbour's played by the Ma from Cosby Show. And
as long as it's not the dad.
I know, right? There's a great bit where, so basically the story is, spoilers, she gets fucked over, like she gets scammed out of all her money by like an online scam, and Statham Beekeeper is also a code name of CIA Black Ops thing that he was part of, like a born identity.
The beekeeper,
you know, the fucking beekeeper, right? So he can also kill everyone. So he goes after the people that fucked over the neighbour. Because she's been fucked over and fully kills herself, by the way. Oh, because she's lost money from a charity that she was running and all, right?
So they think she's been stroking it?
They don't even go in that. They just go from she gets fucked over, she loses all her money, goes, oh my God, and then she's dead, right?
And
so
there's
a great moment though where he shows a picture of the Ma from Cosby Show to the guys who have fucked her over and goes, she dedicated her life to helping people. And it's a picture of her going like that. Great moment. Shy movie, but again, fun, for fun factor, 5 stars.
But out of 5?
5 out of 5 for fun.
Hold on, so you're giving the Night Swim 4 out of 10?
For no,
an 8 out of 10 for fun?
No. Oh, yeah. So sorry. So no, wait. 4 stars out of 5 for fun for Night Swim. I had a fun experience watching it. We also did see it in 4DX, which probably added at least 1 star to it. 2 stars for a movie. Beekeeper, 5-star fun experience. I laughed my bollocks off. And 3 maybe for the movie. Yeah. There's 2 characters in it who are literally like from a different film, like Blade Runner or Total Recall. Like there's so he's like a previous beekeeper, right? Like
an actual beekeeper or part of the troop.
There was one beekeeper. It's his job to protect the hive. Right? The really rumbling.
Who's the queen bee?
Queen bee is the president. So anyway, so who's a woman, and so long story short, the current beekeeper is sent to kill him, and she is ridiculous. Like, I mean, she is from Blade Runner.
Right. Okay.
Like long purple hair. She looks like she's an avatar from FIFA. Some kid has designed fucking purple mullet, and has a big plasticky bright coat.
But no pronouns.
And no pronouns, and a minigun on the back of a van, which is so like back of a pickup, which is so like out of character. The rest of the film. The rest of the film feels a wee bit like a slightly cheesy Bourne Identity.
Yes.
And then it's like, here's Blade Runner for 5 minutes, and then later there's another guy, another villain who's in it like that, who's like, oh, here's a mix of the bad guys from Mad Max and Bennett from fucking Commando.
Yeah.
Like,
they're not in the back of those big fucking floppy things, are they?
It might as well have been. Like he is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's South African, bruh. And that's the way here. See that? That's the way he does it. Like, but here for fun, 5 stars.
Yeah, well, that's good.
You know, what was Lift like? You were saying,
right? I just want to come out.
So that's the one that they filmed here.
Yeah, so I just want to come out and say first and foremost, it was I like to look at past me, future me, looking at what stuff. So me working my day job, if you'd have told me, you know, a year later I'd have the chance to open for Kevin Hart, I'd have gone fuck off. But if
you told me I'd have the chance to open for Kevin Hart, and just before I go on, they go, "There's no support tonight," I go, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Anyway. Well, I was fortunate.
Yeah.
And
I was not.
Whenever I watched the movie, I was like, there was no need for him to have been here this long.
It's green screen, isn't it?
It's so poor.
It looked shit on Graham Norton.
It was so bad. Like the actual green screen.
He was talking about how like he's like a mash star.
Yeah.
And I was like, but is it good though?
No, it wasn't. But what I love Bangor. I've stressed this before. I love Ward Park. It's my favourite park. It's like every time I'm in Ward Park.
Is he in there in the movie?
Yeah. But anytime I'm there, I'm in Ward Park, I'm sitting down, I'm like, fuck, isn't this like something out of 101 Dalmatians? And that's just lovely. But I was watching
We'll buy a Dalmatian plantation.
And I've got excited about people being in Ward Park before. Like one thing Catherine always reminds me of was went to see Snow Patrol there, and let's just say the big man had a feed of pints. He was enjoying. Like I like Snow Patrol. Don't get me wrong.
Do you?
Big Snow Patrol fan. I don't know if I love them even more because I just love Bangor so much, but I love Snow Patrol. And I
think that is that's definitely a Bangor thing.
But I was
it's a lifestyle choice you've made.
But I was full, right?
Yep.
Full, and then all of a sudden he starts singing One, U2 song, and brings Bono out, and I just said to Catherine, I was like, Bono's in Ward Park. Fuck, this is Bono. We live 20 metres away and Bono's here. And she was like, would you fuck up? And I was like, Bono. So I was excited about that. And it was just nice to see Kevin Hart in Ward Park. Now, where I do have a problem, I could go into it. They put too much, it's like the A-Team, they armour a plane, which it will not fly. It just won't fly. No, that's the only person not in the film that would have made it even more ridiculous was Ludacris himself. But the actual thing that I just went, fuck off, was they're doing this thing as like an aerial shot of Brussels. They're like, Brussels. And then next scene, Hart and this other woman walking into the Crown Bar.
Oh.
Well, McLean's Bookmakers and Boots right beside it. You're like, Brussels? And then the barman, he comes up and he's like, yeah, there's a wee guy ordering drinks. And he was like, are you sure that's what you want to drink? That's not a Brussels voice. It's Belfast.
Yeah.
It was like it was so bad.
That's weird.
It wasn't
weird.
Good. The whole thing, it was weird.
Belfast doesn't, I'll say this, Belfast can double for a few cities, right?
Yeah.
It can't double for Brussels.
No.
I've been to both.
Glasgow.
Do you know what? I'll say this as well. Belfast's better than Brussels. Brussels is a fucking dive. It's shite.
Yeah.
We went to it for that day. We saw everything they had to offer in less than a day. And it was shite, by the way.
But who was...
Do you know what they have to offer? I don't know if you've seen that travelogue, Shane and I did. But it's a lot of statues of wee kids pissing. It's very weird.
Well, they love it in Belgium, don't they, pissing kids?
It's very Euro trash.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's Euro trash, it'd be good. Like, that's one thing I want to do.
Did we talk about Euro trash last time?
Yeah, I want to do a show where I watch Euro trash.
Like? I know where we talked about it in Mandela Hall.
Eddie. No, what was he called?
The guy.
The Amazing Randy's who I like.
The Amazing Randy.
And then there's Eddie Wally as well. He's funny. He's a great guy.
Euro trash was great.
I'd like to do a watch back Euro trash because I think I would appreciate it more for like the comedy now.
You could probably watch it unmuted now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, true. I mean, it was always...
I probably only ever watched it on like volume 2. Yeah. You know? Scared that someone would walk in.
I mean, we used to be... Did you have like a wee bit of blue tack over the wee standby on your TV? I used to do that back in the day. So if my mum and dad walked into the room in the dark, I wouldn't see the wee red light. They know I could just pop it on or off if I wanted.
Oh no, nobody. Yeah. I wouldn't have been. I was up in the loft, so I could always hear people coming.
Yeah.
And I could hear people coming, but there was also like. No, like if it wasn't.
And then your cum noise was probably something that if your folks were listening up there, they'd be like, "Oh, he's just watching one of those movies. Oh, he died." Like, what's going on up there? He's just watching. He's
into his Kurosawa and just fucking.
Oh, dude, got you.
So we're watching those samurai movies.
So just the last samurai with
here that's good. That's good.
But you know what I did watch recently, which could be China. It's China, Mulan.
Oh, Mulan's good.
Good film.
Mulan is good.
See, as a man who's got daughters,
Donny Osmond. I'll make a man out of you. You know that one, no?
No, but I'd also what I do like is when let's get business to defeat the Huns.
Tremendous. Donny Osmond.
Yeah. Is that him again?
Rahman. Yeah.
But then, like, they make the Huns look fucking cool.
Mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
And then they've, as I called him, my wife's like, excuse me, I said he's based on Genghis Khan. She went, it's Genghis Khan, actually.
It's Genghis. I learned this. I learned this yesterday. We did a wee sneak preview. We mysteries of
Genghis.
Of Genghis. Yeah, what do you call him?
The top shagger in
Chandler,
history.
that one. Oh, aye. Yeah. Apparently so.
Yeah. We should all do a DNA test and we'll all be related to Genghis.
I know. More roots than a fucking garden centre. I can't.
Sure
loves
does,
it.
Yeah.
Loves it.
But I mean, if you're the king of half the world, you'll get around, like, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I wonder would I still have intimacy issues. Anyway. Here's a wee part for you. Now, you told me... I'm going to have to go soon, by the way. How long have we recorded?
Not happening. No, you can't, because I need to be home. Question
though. You told me there was a call you wanted me to make.
A call? Yeah. Let me just hook it out.
Because I want to do that. I definitely want to do that.
Let's get back to business to defeat the Huns. Oh, I'm looking to do a wee project that'll be fun down the line here, but I'm looking up fun stories from an old book, and I happened to find this, and you ever look back at your notes and go, that's a great time? Yeah. Do you know that story?
No.
Well, that's true.
Can I say what that said?
Yeah.
Moses saved by foreskin.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a story in the Bible where God, you know what God is? A wee bit of a bitch.
Right.
Like, you'll get a wee bit like fucking annoyed people and be like, you know what I'm going to do?
I always thought it was a wee bit fly what he did it. What do you call him? Wasn't it Abraham?
Kill your son. He's like, actually, nah.
Kill him. And he's like, I don't want to. And he's like, well, you don't love me if you don't kill him.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, okay. He's like, oh my God, are we actually going to kill him?
Yeah. But this is another one. He got pissed off with Moses. And Moses is his boy.
Mm.
And then...
To be fair, they are meant to have walked around essentially in a circle for 40 years. Go ahead.
But then what happened was he was like, right, I'm going to fucking kill you, Moses. But Moses' bird, Mrs. Moses, heard about this. And for some reason, to save her husband's life, found a bit of flint, cut off her son's foreskin and touched Moses' foot with it. And apparently God's like, good, I won't kill you now. Don't know what that was supposed to do.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, well, listen, you're going to hear more about it because Dick Feet Moses. Right, so get your phone out, get it on muted, and I don't even know what this number is. Right, I know exactly what it is. Okay.
Right. Well, I have to put in the 141 before.
Right. Okay. So what you're doing, you're looking to book a stag do, okay? But you're not looking to book it. You're just inquiring to see if they can do what you want them to do.
Right.
If they happen to ask you your name for your name, it's Vesper Pottinger. Okay. So,
Vesper Pottinger.
Yeah, you're called Vesper Pottinger, if anyone asks. You're not looking to book anything, you're just looking some advice. Okay? It's your brother's stag do, and I'm looking at it to be pretty memorable, debauched, if you will. And I want you to say he's a bloody Jenny Ann, but he needs to go out there with a bang, sexually adventurous, because let's be honest, he's marrying a prude, and if you know what I mean. So that's key. And I actually dated her briefly, and she didn't so much as cough on it, if you know what I mean. I want you to say if you know what I mean.
This is awful.
Yeah.
This is awful. Yeah. Who's this? Who am I calling them?
This is just a stag, like a oi lad stag do place. So you'll find out, and Vesper Pottinger.
Right.
And your brother's name's Ermintrude Pottinger, if they ask. But you can just call, he goes by Ermy for short. Right.
Right. Give us the number, let me see.
There you go.
Oh, it's English. That makes it more palatable.
Yeah.
Is there a voice that you want from me here? Like a doable voice?
You take it to the Matthews Bridge, so to speak.
Let me see how last week. Say this is like a hospital or something.
Imagine it was like a hospice.
Someone just cough on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Welcome. Please note all calls are recorded for quality and training purposes.
Hold on. What is this? This isn't a brothel,
Is it? No, it's not a brothel. It's a stag. It's properly as a stag.
Right.
Place. Oh. You're looking for your phone.
Please note all calls are recorded for quality and training purposes.
I mean, this will be used in training. I need you to try to keep them on. Don't break, please.
Hello. I was just hoping to get some information. I'm not particularly looking to book anything just yet. I was just wondering if I could get some advice.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's my brother's stag do is coming up. I'm just wanted to be pretty memorable, a bit debauched, if you will. I'll tell you. You know, he's a we're out. They hung me up.
Really?
They hung me up.
Why? Oh no, that's bad form. Gonna phone them back.
I'm giving it a lash.
You can do your normal voice too if you want.
Quality and training purposes.
Can't I have to.
Just advice. That's key. Just to be like, listen, I'm just looking for some advice. Can you do this?
Oh, they know it's me.
Why?
Because they're not answering.
Was there a problem with the line there?
Oh, they're not answering me, Div. Hello? Oh.
Good afternoon, how can I help?
Hello. I was on the phone there a few moments ago. I'm not sure if it was yourself I was speaking to. I think there might have been a problem with the line. I was just looking for a little bit of advice. Oh, sorry.
I don't think it was me. What was your name, sorry?
My name's Vesper Pottinger.
Right, no worries. Give me 2 seconds. I'll find out who it was for you.
Sure. Div, what is life like?
Just here.
I've made it.
Take it for a walk. Just keep them on line. Ask all the questions.
Take it for a walk.
You know,
it's not a baseline.
You are Vesper. You're the B Vesper.
I inhabited the role immediately. She said, "What's your name?" And I couldn't even think here. I just went straight for it.
Yeah, sorry, I think it's we're having problems with our phone lines at the moment.
Oh,
I think
it's
I
a
know
shame.
who it was, but can I get to give you a call back when it's working?
oh, sure. I was really just looking for some advice. If you have a moment to talk at all.
Yeah, no worries at all. Let me just see if she's free. I won't be a second. I'm just going to pop you on a brief hold.
Sure.
Thank you.
They're tracking my call, Dave.
Yeah.
There's going to be a SWAT team coming in here to kick me
Right,
to
look,
death.
just take it for a walk. The story is you used to go out with her for a bit, and she's a bit of a...
There's no way I'm saying that last line.
What?
There's no way I'm saying that last line.
Well, try.
The last line says he needs bum stuff. There's no way that's not happening. That's an immediate no. That's no.
Well, hey, you never know when you're inhabiting Vesper, and it's Emmy. Instead of Erminture, you just call him Emmy. Emily Pottinger. And it's a man called Emily Pottinger's his name. It's good. Like, that makes me want to go and stag at music.
Yeah.
Say you've spoken to stag weekends so far, right? Stag weekends. So I've spoken to stag weekends.
This is tough, like. Oh, I got excited there. Did you ever do that when you're on hold?
Yeah. Oh.
I hate Bank of Ireland when they put you on hold because it's they play a lot of Dermot Kennedy.
Oh no.
We used to be giants. Or what's that other one?
We did this words together.
Oh,
no.
Sing this song together.
Right, so yeah, the key is just keeping them on, seeing what they do, what they offer.
They're pranking me at this point. They're keeping me on. Want to get a fucking Nando's and stuff.
Yeah, chili sauce on Nando's.
Oh, somebody speak to me. I think what they're doing here, they're playing me at my own game.
But you know what Vesper would do?
Hold
Hang
on.
up and phone back.
Seem to be cut off again there.
Listen, I'll not keep you.
Vesper gets cut off a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Vesper Pottinger. I can't believe I actually said that. Vesper's a fucking great first name.
Yeah, if they don't answer and...
Hi there. Yeah, she's having problems with her phone line at the moment, so it's definitely something I can help you with. What were you after advice on?
Well, I'm trying to book a stag weekend for my brother.
Okay.
He's a bit of a Ginny Ann, if I'm honest with you, but you know, we're sort of hoping that he would be able to go out with a bit of a bang, maybe something, you know, adventurous or what have you, because he's marrying a bit of a prude. I mean, if I'm honest, I actually dated her briefly, and she didn't so much as cough on it, if you know what I mean. But I just wonder, would it be possible to get some information about maybe having a stag weekend? He'd be fairly debauched and a bit, you know, as I say, a bit adventurous. So just wondering if I'm through the right sort of place.
Right, okay. Give me 2 seconds. Right. Bear with me 2 minutes. Sorry, we're having so many issues today with our phone lines and stuff. I won't be a second.
You need...
Right, yeah, let's get you set up an inquiry then. Where are you kind of looking to go at the moment? Have you got any ideas?
My brother had expressed some interest in Budapest. If that's
perfect. Yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
I need out of this, Dave. I need Nando's.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. We're just wondering, you know, to bring 8 people, but perhaps only come back with 4 or 5 would be quite good, you know.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, no problem. And how many people are you looking at the minute? Sorry.
8.
8. Perfect. And do you have any dates in mind?
Sometime in May, in possibly 2025.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's quite far from now. That's totally fine.
It's coming up. The time moves quickly. I need out.
You need to say where's the best
Hello?
place? Where's wild?
Sorry, I was just wondering, in Budapest, is there anywhere particularly wild that you would recommend? Because I suppose it'd be quite good if we're able to investigate a few of these places before we book, you know?
I mean, it completely depends how wild you want to go.
Absolutely Amazonian wild.
In what sense?
Really, in every sense, I suppose. It's really to try to spark a bit of life back into my brother. He's been sort of down since he got engaged.
He's been down since he got
I need out, Dave.
He's supposed to be happy about it.
Happiness is a very fluid concept in his life, I suppose. So his name is Emmeline. So he's had that to deal with his entire life, I suppose. But
Are you pranking me then?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right, are you sure? So his name's Emily. And
I have to have no. I feel so bad. I've wasted her time forever. Emmeline.
You just said it's not Emily, it's Emmeline.
Oh, Dave.
Fair play there. She fucked about with a few debaucherous fellas in her time. This is Emmeline.
Happiness is a fluid concept.
That was so funny. Oh, I loved everything about that.
I hated that. That was way harder than the last one we did.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it until I felt like she actually thought she was getting business.
Is this Emmeline?
I enjoyed. Do you know what I enjoy?
What?
The name returns.
Vesper Pottinger.
What else?
I think Vesper Pottinger is...
Sounds like a guy that reviews hotels.
I mean, maybe that's the next thing for him.
Yeah, I'd like to review a hotel in Belfast.
Oh, right before I let you go, I'm not letting you go Fernando's just yet. I gotta get your questions. People have asked questions.
I'm giving you until that's at 6, Dave. It's at 3 now.
Right, okay. Jane wants to know, what's your favourite sweet treats, cakes or confectionery? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You don't want to just do them blunt, straight to the point, like quick fire?
Yeah. Happy New Year.
No, you're Ciarán again.
Chocolate French fancy. I know. I'm thinking what was Vesper
like?
Bum stuff.
Chocolate eclairs and cream.
Chocolate French fancy from Dougie's. That's my favourite sweet treat.
You can answer this with a yes or no. Joe wants to know, do Ciarán enjoy lecturing?
No.
Emma Jane says, what book What book that you love would you like to be turned into a film? And if you could direct it, who would you like to direct it?
Oh, I would love to see... Well, Heat 2 is being made into a film, which I'm absolutely shitting my monks about.
What is?
Heat 2, the
I
sequel.
think you said Me Too. I was like, who the fuck was to watch that?
A book that I'd like to see made into a movie. Perfidia by James Elroy. Get somebody like Michael Mann to direct that. Maybe
Michael Bay?
Maybe like less Michael Bay. Maybe like a Scorsese or somebody could do a good job.
He's retired though, mate. You have to pick someone else.
Retired?
Yeah, he's fucking had enough of it after he did the Flower of the Blue Moon or
it's
something.
very old. It's very long, sorry.
Let me see. Dean says movies are shite nowadays.
False.
Nothing original anymore.
Beekeeper.
Find myself rewatching old classics. Oh, why don't they combine our other favourite movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, with the Beekeeper? What films do you wish you could watch again as if it was the first time? That's a good question.
All right, as if it was the first time.
Yeah.
Heat. As if it was the first time. Goodfellas. As if it was the first time. Gladiator.
Inception. There's one.
Yeah.
Gladiator. Maximus Decimus Reus. No, we've sent a link, and unfortunately, we don't have time for it. But again, Rebecca says, my boyfriend and I don't know why I read it in that tone. My boyfriend and I spoke to Ciarán after Mandela Hall about an obscure Garth Brooks song. Just wondering, have you fellas seen the theory that he's a genuine serial killer? Weird dude.
No, I haven't seen that theory. I don't think he cries about nothing, which either means he is a serial killer,
Garth?
or that he could never be one.
And there we have it. Listen,
All the
I
questions?
feel like we popped through them. Yeah. I feel like the energy in the room changed with the arrival of Vesper Pottinger. I feel like it was a lot of fun.
I feel like I've ripped my personality in half.
You know what? Do we talk about Vesper Pottinger again? Figure out how we can use this character.
Here, do you know what? Vesper with brother Emmeline. I enjoy that.
Emmeline Pottinger. We'll give him a backstory.
Vesper Pottinger. I didn't like it. She didn't take me seriously.
No.
So yeah,
I wonder what bit of that was the bit that gave it up. You know what? Everything was fine until you said
give it up.
You thought her brother was called Emily.
I know that was the bit.
But you know what we're gonna do? Phone her again next time. You're gonna be like, hello, my brother is looking good. Emily's trying to holiday.
It's Vesper.
It's Vesper again.
Imagine I come back and Vesper's a smick though.
Yeah.
What's Vesper here? What's happening? Vesper Pottinger.
Speaking of smicks, I noticed a thing today. I saw a couple of smicks in the gym. Smicks generally don't have great teeth.
No, they don't.
Either the terrible teeth and then they get turkey ones in on top.
I've seen a lot of turkey teeth of late. I mean, I'm saying that as if I'm walking over to a smick and being like...
Do you know what the irony is? Turkeys don't have teeth.
Beaks?
Yeah, imagine they went to Turkey, get turkey teeth, came back with a beak.
I'm one of them, like a ball bag neck.
That's a funny sketch. I'm the sketch machine these days.
Look at this guy.
There you go. Vesper, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
And here, I'm happy to play Emmeline. I mean, that'd be tremendous. Imagine going to an actual stag place. You're Vesper, I'm Emmeline.
Vesper. Vesper's brilliant, though. That's just a great name.
Vesper Pottinger.
Yeah, that's just a great name.
Well, do you want to plug anything? Where can people find you if they haven't already?
Well, at the minute, Opera House tickets are on sale, so that would be nice.
And it's a new stand-up show.
A brand new stand-up show. There's going to be a lot of rebranding being done the next few weeks. Yeah, brand new stand-up show is in the Opera House, 23rd to 20th of September. Please buy tickets for it.
Very nice. Ciarán,
if you're further afield, if you're over in England or Scotland, I'm touring there in the first week of April.
Nice.
So I'm doing Glasgow, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Pontine, Manchester, London, Liverpool.
And maybe
tickets
Budapest.
Now. I'll be going to Budapest, but only if Emmeline comes with me. Only if I can get him away from that terrible harlot that I once dated.
Tremendous fun. Listen, Ciarán, always a pleasure.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Like
enjoy your Nando's.
See you later.
I'm the sly guy.